dia to dwa sa wamu a ya block wo sim cards no ebe ya omfa National Communications Authority enkokot
na yabakọ ya nimu a sim cards ensam ne efiri mu a obi na echire mu se Aisha Wan se odumfo bi adawroma na boa me achi no oni fie wura ene ma yasa che no se waba Ghana
amanfo bi de asem bia betu dwa afa abato komisa ho na san enetie
aban krachi pani yo wa atwuma kwa ma mansi no asantemantam anom abomodin de aso apemfom ya dwumadie bi ebekoso ewo ne mansi nim
enya awoshi kwan no so ewo enkramantam yesi asem kasie bi asi ewo so Yestrumu live ewo Facebook so Oyerepa radio modernghana.com tune in radio yakoba bia Nipeku bia kasabia gracias amigos denle tiposi ezozoi asanku sumungode yada munyina mu ase aike heba clinic ekrayemo wo yare na wo yade no aye crowd de ko hon ma ho beto oba be ma wo pa wo ye ho a wo ye mre ewo mpamu aye aike fibroid yo enkudao diabetes o aike heba clinic ejoso obe zongo junction eduada kwesi mimenda no ye adwuma wadi nrobi abedwa so help care ointment no etimin sanso ena edrobi a ofred paroni balm no so eno so eboa ma autotuo ni yaw bia eko 0243 035 898 0243 035 898
yo nti wonum ni nyuma kododro ya ka na eboa ma anwumre ya som social distance ambassador of Atafrimpo nie mene action the precursor woman
PSA ladi
Sam no nkyere mu ana yade ma mu na yebekwa amane so na yakwa akodi nkomo ya German body free ingresi abrochimano emu na sade di kan di ato mu animu no bridge abo wiase amansa nyina na na sade wiemu aye no obi mu kyere mu se ene asem kase ye te se ye na eba besie no kan obi na wiemu aye tum sa ana binum so kyere mu se on se na sentam no ankasa wiemu nhyada ente sa ewo manga nam ni nyina ya adwenkyere ya manfo ede namdodo no akire se obirempon bi otesa no etutu sa no aya na namso amawiem etumi sesan wiem tadi panti ene no awia hyeda moye no anya wonum nwanwane adea ni nyina ayo manfo adwenkyere ne bia na santi a enei ya bomokase atese ene se ingresi manu sese die wonum abamonte so ababesi gina ye se ye hima Queen Elizabeth wodaya wansode na na no pamu obabi na manebone ba se na dokotafo ya wonum ehwe no de babeto monte so se ohima ne hododo ne na ne hu adodo no anu odin kakra ntini ewiase amansa abompa ye nebda pa amampanfo ado ya wonum afre na wonum abisa se de ne hu sitie ne adofo ya wonum so jamwa hatempenten kwase nyame besa ne ade ani se ye beti anwumre mu yi ababeto mountain so se Queen Elizabeth wodaya wansode won kanti asefo ho wakra ya woko nananom enchene na mami ya wono fosi obosumi da neto so aduonu ba kwa afia pema hankron aduonu ba ko ye 21st April anase April 21 1926 ana yawo Queen Elizabeth na wonya frisia aduokunsia 96 years ana wode efrimu nemum ingresi akonwa kase de watena so frisia aduoson 70 years amane boni abakosam kire se ye Ojifo bosome ne da neto so nsia afia apema hankron aduonum mienu 6 February 1952 ebra ne papa King George ya no otoso nsia wo free mu na obaba ye ingresi mano hima ya watena so ade ababesi na wadane ato mu a wokri na sesei ama wiase nyina abopusa pa wiase amansa abopusa na oko Buckingham Palace onum asede dom pu akwakota hodnom ni ade no onum dodo ingresi mani twadwo papa ya beko na yakwa jimfoni no sede sitie ewo ingresi manum sesei wo man no tebia no etese ye ni yenua pani Adom dankwa ko yene no pepon komo anwumre kasienso senior we dia yamo adwo ani akwaba ewo kasienso anwumre Ghana
ye ni openi Jimoso ni motie fo nyina aso. Gire so bia so ho ye de.
Oba ade ada romanenka ye ho ye pa na anwumre ye no nai no num ho no mu nsem abeto aponso no na ama o manga na obi aboto ani san Commonwealth ye ka ho bi Commonwealth nso English man ye na kire se si onum na so nti akoba ni sei no aka ye nso eno na ama ye nyina aboto wadama sai na amanebo no eba ye na English man num sei sai na oman no emutie na nhyehyeye ani ne mpanimfo ka ebi ni sai
You open me down RCP or a queen amodia mamene anyway. So we intro no na wo kasakaka efa ene ohwe Ghana we bu nsacha senini city no na all link it to say abia na connected to Ohima Ewu no. And very surprisingly and they sorry no. Let me even trace it back to yesterday.
Okay.
It's very unusual. I've been in London for almost 11 years now, and I've actually traveled across the other parts of the UK. We share weather no, is it here a frinra, a business Abraham Kasaya. It's quite very surprising.
Okay.
The weather no, Sakra.
Okay.
And then, for example, it's been cloudy, clouds beside that.
Okay.
And it's been cloudy, rainy, issue. Etana semuna, natana semuna. It me who's our weather nebita ewo kroma say and and crab by around there 12 p.m. say for him and Fano ewo a Balmoral Castle ewo Scotland. Na say near your ding. Nti na ye dia so to forma na ye hwese ne be ya ajai yempabo ani gusu say betumi ati asem papa kwa very unfortunately a bob be say no mu kroma ha na wo itudwa say senesity no ohema na no ho dodo non kaka but went to me pijano so as say bre am no ka say what jemo nti wo hwese ne nhyehyɛ ne city pa no wo hwɛ ye ne papani oye Prince Charles no or no NSCA no officially a Buckingham Palace the announcement about Omaka said immediately no take over as the next king our United Kingdom has say now share a constitutional very constitutional theory senior engineer is it here nyame adomochna and the next king or Prince Charles formal announcement St. James Palace our London has a
Prince Charles or bed network ni breaking nti yante nyame adom ne bekoso no wadama
Mamisi Holsibio and Neno in Buckingham Palace announced to say Prince Charles in a ticket over as the next king.
Okay.
Na sene enchisheni city no nyame adoma ochina e was St. James Palace.
Okay.
Palace e was London.
Okay.
How ena omobeye the official announcement. I'll be go through all the traditional processes.
Okay.
Mass the king. Na signals I are picking and they say either so before anyway. Number one, King Charles III, and now say King George VII.
Okay.
If we say Queen Elizabeth, not ne papa, King George VI. These are the two names are ever out. It's likely he will pick one of them. And I should check a Buckingham Palace at the Akidra and so then say. And Jepra, but Ochinani being all the full announcement. These are some of the signals I picked it. Omobey Westminster Abbey and also London has also. These are some of the arrangements so far. ayɛ ato yɛsa atumi aka de ma atiefoɔ nti no neɛte ne sɛ Prince Charles ɛyɛ ne yere a yɛfrɛ no Camilla ɔno no ba bɛyɛ the Queen cohort.
Okay.
Saa na sɛ stage ne tie ansa na maame no ɛfiri mu no ɔmo yɛ nsakyerɛ kakra ɛwɔ ɛkwan a ahenni no ɛsɛ sɛ ɛtumi toa so ɛwɔ kurom a nti Prince Charles will become the king. Okay. And then Camilla will become the Queen cohort. So we'll be in the Bay Juma together. So that is the new arrangement. Queen Elizabeth is to us and all three more.
Okay. Yansha say more omanum. Say na atmosphere no ate de mamo UK manum say na ewiemu city wo manfo omanfo twaadwo tuntum fra ne ade sɛde ebi a isi wo manga na mu a wo man ni nyina ye twaadwo no saa na tie
as United Kingdom maybe say share no but it may be very difficult say onama bond na I mean visibly be who say bia a year koso even crash about to koso meaning who say about to koso there's no just say normally unless you just monitor what the radio stations are talking about or the television stations air casa you will not see anything but everywhere baby because I had to drive through London from south of London all the way heading to South Croydon. Now, me, but not the beer tarding. There's absolute silence everywhere. And due to me, say the news has really gone down, and London is not like the way it used to be. And now, the atmosphere, but things have actually changed, and I'm feeling the part of the master. So, at near echo, so it's a very very sad time because Ohimano. It's a very big news and everyone is really shocked. Yeah.
Na ye share BBC News and sana ba studios na omu show live from Buckingham Palace na o share radio ya ato Buckingham say abo hanumu nunsie no ayamo honum no nonum nonson mo nonson ana ha nonsia enso na yehwe no wo hwa ohu se rainbow no da wiem Buckingham Palace soro was da ho na ba besi ne wo kan se na ewiem ka bibi tre ne na ba besi anade asie
Mrs. Biose I'm at London all my life. I mean, for a very long time now. Being home, there's such an atmosphere. I've never seen any atmosphere. You never know, but it's quite very, very strange. It's, you know, a free run all the way from 9 p.m. till this time. No, the atmosphere has been very unusual. Me who be dark, very thick clouds, very thick clouds in the morning because I feel a transition from summer to autumn. And you know, autumn now, or no, I know summer, or no, so I know opposite what's the winter and bakaka. Oh, sorry, I know pa a real more ancient than you could be a star. And now, at the time I made 50 at 6 o'clock, now there was pitch darkness. I've never seen it before. Since I'm in London, I've never seen any atmosphere like that. All throughout the day. And you know, I think that maybe na unyankopon or minor air casa said maybe something was actually going to happen. Yeah, it's rather unfortunate, but the nation has been rocked. The nation has been rocked. Yeah.
Senior, you know, as in Fancy, we and your first time I knew didn't come on my various reports, but at the end of the you who free even with voice name or tone muse or man waboto. yɛte wonimu sɛ wɔman no aboto ampa nti yɛma nyina ho hyɛden ɛne yakɔ wadama nhyehyɛ ne yɛbɛkɔ so obiara no yɛbɛba nkyɛn na ne yɛkɔ so obiara wa me ho ɛwɔ manganem we ɛyɛ yɛnua pani ya ɔno nso nsɛnkyerɛni Daniel Adom Dankwa ana yɛne no adi nkɔmmɔ afiri English abrochiman mu wɔ English abrochiman mu
voice am so tin feature wa ne brofo no yeah sure okay
on the Korea boss no
the voice written say UK wumpa
Korea boss no
especially landing obe hopa obe okay am na kun o ven nkra be ma ne ho ofe pa
even wonyini ye kura
yeah na woni papa me ho ade bi ewo omo dressing mu say up to now untimi sha atare bia mie bi ho fa palace asma de kro mu hye bi time out video we no timi say o ma so kra se moy
na atade a wo hye bia no tra ne kotodwe atade o hye bia
o mu hia puskele ke wo e ho kro mu ni tele ani ade na
yeah omu ntoto omu niema biase
no cry royalty ti nyankopon enfaninsie ya because vanitas omnia vanitas ehudi ma woda banya se ehudi na metre
na ahini ni tumi ni dibre ni nyina waja
eso rade ye pe yempa de boni wo mpate ye pe enye be wisu bi pa
ne kwa mbone so na
oh yes ne kwa mbone so
na enye nyame na de ma na
so bia obenya
yes
na so enne waje ni nyina mu ko
ne ye ka kire se unya dibre ne tumi ni ade a ema wure ene okra nhyem
ya no kre
rise eye dene a
nkuta dene bejem ena two me de we kra to politics ho say amanyo sem obi o mampanyi skasa obeka sa akyere no on say you ratamils free mu no
yes
say ya na wiemu eyeye na so akame so obi on ma o NPP o hu de o NDC say wo ye bonsam bi say asa bonsam na den ba
ah hwe ne fe ne fe ahini ne fe
nyame hwe ne si hene
ya si abibifo nko na ahini abrofo ahini yi o mu de hwe
I know them na go da na e we dia cho enye no it say about 60 years ago 60-40
we sata ma no ya babawa
oh ne ho ofe
oti ai charot num na akwabrane nam fom
we no o ma me ne ofri mu a we ye party na hu se bi yenye ni bi no so ye ma me fri mu yesu a enye ya onko a the edible 10 year account na say we
Korea se to aso
erade mi nyina yen ko ne pe wasam yasam wonum asam o mayi mu nsam ne yasam de ma se kase ne mu nsam ene hey MTN Vodafone kominini bawasaba esan se obi wo honum anopa wo be se odan ne kabi o ma ne phone so oba call wa na je se emfa kura e no manfo abro call ho pa ne wo ko mienu obi honum dia on dia wa register ne sim obi so register pa na so da ne tuane dia wo ne ase ti adane kasa akika ensam kika entam kika ye ko ne sei ni na ekuo bi a friend concerned mobile network subscribers mu convener wa mu don freni ene enkane mrasha badwani makumbugu owura Simugara Mubarak sasa arahwoni nti owura Mubarak was it there telecommunications no no be de kew enya kura enti ebe ya Ghana for yen for nkokot ye ntie nsem.
What I'm saying is that it's extremely tragic that we would treat our own citizens in a manner that the Ministry of Communications through the NCA is treating citizens. What I know for a fact is that if they were to block my line, and by the way, I haven't registered, I would sue the telecommunications company because my contract is with the telecommunications company and not NCA or the Ministry of Communications. The minister clearly out of touch. She's refusing to listen to anyone. I mean, how do you run a system where you are forcing people to mass up at registration centers just for the registration of their SIM cards? No one is opposed to it. But the manner in which it's done by itself is not constitutional. The blocking of people's life is also not constitutional, and I would encourage all Ghanaians whose lines are blocked to seek legal remedy, either here in Ghana or abroad if they can, because some of these companies are multinational companies and can be sued here and out of the country if they would not get justice.
Yo, and the Honorable Ras Mubarak Ninsam Enono, Yakwa Humano Sonia and lawyer Ras Tete Wayo, heading Como Afahon lawyer, Majue.
Well, me just so Titia Buti Poinaso.
Yajo so Bemena. Lawyer, ya blocko a man for sim. Obet media cocotana.
As I know, dear, I will say to me, share Minano in a holistic manner. I will see it me share Niamu Yeno, I am Mrabida Homo de Yana. The last month, it is a communication minister, Akasaya extended. But I have not really followed basically because it's here, Honorable Ras Mubarak Ekana. This is a person who says Mrakra and support to SIM registration, but is that the position? I'm thinking that SIM registration, any this development, there's some kind of regulation governing it. As a lawyer, if we are looking at issues where there are regulations, then we need to be a little bit careful. The point is that this exercise of registering SIM card, do we have a law backing it that citizens must more or less go and re-register their SIM card with Ghana card, or it is just administrative exercise? If we clear those hurdles, they will be clear in our mind. But if there is a regulation governing the re-registration there, let's just say, speaking from the point of the law, it means that regulation must work, and that regulation must be respected by citizens. Let's be clear as to say, the regulation be say, on my money now, you can register a card. Now, if you use national Ghana card, and I say you use some other platform there, then the discussion must be put in that perspective. It's the most central for now. But saying that, let's come to the other aspect of it. It is now share amount for say, for example, Bisoya Napana also important call beer. Now we can rely more. What to be the effect? That is the other aspect of the discussion. Even if there is a regulation, say citizens and re-register, because
regulation be no back on decision. Say block SIM cards.
No, I'm talking about the regulation to re-register.
Okay.
And even if there's a regulation to re-register, we do not act upon laws in a vacuum. We act upon laws in respect of the benefit of the citizenry. Yes, if even there's a regulation to re-register, and among registration, because you register your number, dada. You say, "Well, when you say, online, use register." This made them register way back in the past before this issue of re-registering. And memfa we figure issue na men so memma Ghana fonte. Me also met me aka say me ka ho because me no mo ka say the client bi o ha ye the MTN akokot. The MTN court because fraudsters no eyi abroad nisika. Abroad no try say oberechi MTN na MTN for rectifier. Oh, okay. Thank you for reaching out to MTN. MTN will investigate soon and get back to you. And then it became clear that let's test the law. It's the court 2019. The court 2019 and later it is now saying MTN will use mobile money our ID card campo. I'm speaking on this subject because if it will not be at all, the action I'm filing a war general jurisdiction in the High Court in Ghana no. Case no a kaho re-registration no aba because the filing case me pay and the MTS started say improve how to protect citizens' money from the mobile money. I understand and I agree that the telecoms must tighten their network, especially when it comes to mobile money, so that at the end of the day, people's money will be safe. It is our exercise of registration, good, but it is not a new registration. It is just re-registering your card and your SIM. Sure. If it is a matter of re-registering, now regulation criteria, now embrana paho kakra, are you supposed to shut people down? I don't think it's right.
Sesiano almost a Ghana card near the registration way no. Ya on Crawford do no ho munyanya obi kra ho ya we so do ne dia aka office why am fama no. Obetimi agina so na watimi ka na asem ana.
Exactly. So that is why what can be chair a TF4 say it will be crash or an panel so transaction be another the line more then we buana so can may support to say what can be that even if there is a regulation, if let me start here, make us say first and foremost, clear say there is a regulation or a law backing the re-registration. If there is a regulation or there is a law backing the re-registration that Ghana citizens and now be all Ghana be if you are resident in Ghana and you are using a SIM card, the regulation in the country is that you must register your SIM. If there is a regulation that there, then it's the law. Citizens must obey the law. Okay. But I'm saying, say, all said and done in respect of even if there is a law, what is the ethical and moral aspect of this exercise? Are you to tell me, to say example, if you are using Ghana card to do the re-registration, and a medical account, it is not that amount for register number. Ghana for be registered, SIM not to register amount. So people have already registered their SIM. This is a re-registration exercise. And if you are doing a re-registration exercise for your citizens, and your modalities be break, you say, okay, how do we do that? You use Ghana card. And as we sit here, majority of our citizens do not have the card. So how do you expect a citizen to re-register under a certain mode, i.e. using Ghana card? And you can use Ghana card, no? Is it the fault of the citizen? It is not the fault of the citizen. So if there is a governance issue or an administrative issue, administrative issue no affecting no, that person has nothing to do or has no option in respect of how it must go on. You don't blame that citizen. He said, okay, then you use Ghana card and register. Now, card nibia. Therefore, I cannot register. How does my non-registration becomes my problem and then I become a victim of the system? It is not right. It is not right.
How's Abaka Sakai call me? Why ain't you mooning in my enumerate? Yankopon.
Yes.
Lawyer Rasta Tawayo, Nim du four or Ben for or Nimra, what Imra, and what I Emra say. If a simwa, ya broke, be the broke nation, and broke nation.
Sir, lawyer Rasta Tawayo kind. Achimota case no a dreadlock guy no
yeah. Wonim di ankasa na broke omo a when your information say omo ma register no a no omo sim card omo ntimi fanya course no ade papa bia pie mu ana
say wa register that na ya block
no
me nyanti bi sa de say why re-registration ni bi. Okay, sir, I'm going through the edges of 1 year.
And you're successful, yeah.
Okay.
Now, when you see a blame, no, the boss are not to blame.
No near some no. Oh, I got quite say,
irregularities, may you cram bro for the crisis. Ever more, you may be a moody.
Or him, I would know, and I can't get them.
Irregularities.
So, irregularities. Sir. I was saying Ghana card and son metimi re-registration. Na Ghana card no nyame na me ya ama me ho. Obi na ya ama me na nipa no ntumi nye Ghana card ne ma me. Na wo say me register nti no wo twe me maso a. I mean ento asomo. So un demand Ghana card ani nya den na ase me nko register na me say kwa na me nko de ya. But you would demand no enye me na obi na also provide ma me won fa ma me. Ati so anu aduane awiesi ho o se ko fa chance bra de ohuru nkuku mu no ko je chance no obeje aduane me ko nipa ne ohuru chance no se wa magie aduane ntime twwa so no ya ko na sansam no amu no ana enei yesi binum so ani agi bose pa se ya blocky binum na omu ntimi nya ko ani ade ye binum so de pa na henefo na omu ani age se ya edom no Oyerepa agrada na bia mu no asamo ndi we ya Telco sini bi office okay wo hwe we no a we ya Vodafone for no Ghana card ayo ana Vodafone for no nie so from National Identification Authority office to Telco's office adio Ghana mami e won twetwe desa kire se bibia kire bre ho Obaba Prisi ebo apro enne e wo monten so kokoba se NCF afrase ya wonum block wo so mde hihya aba wo register wo de no na wotwe bia no ye beyi na mienu wo mu a ye be block wo sim no wontumi nya call ani ade ni asa bia atum kakra de ama agere se de bo kokko ni ade no ene wo ba apro na ye se enkrofo bi so ni age se ekọ ne se wo so mufu aso Obaba Prisi
Ofa tapempon
yentie wai
Ofa me da si mayama etiefo nyina ajo ema Oyerepa radio ko Ofa wote wa unke bisim wo betiansa wo didia me ya opesa wo kodan wo ka e wo baabi no wo fa afon wa wo ye kwa ti pum na ye say ya reject wo ye kwa enko obi fra wo dia eba wotini e WhatsApp wotini momo e mo obi ma nitini receive na nso sa wo be ye kwa ma na ko pa de Debbie, and I'm so ayo. And I'm so am I name wafa. Yes, I think we dey and theater here. Kwa shed bia ya omo register seminal. I say omo ahoke ka LSSA. Na wafa eno na ti no yakọ ministry e kwa share wona enya Ghana card no. Se oho nso no se na ewo eduma airport. Na wafa yedu won bo anase penny be share. Nipa abondom kem ewo ho enya asem ketwa na me de me rewe mu abopini nipa ba ku bi a ono no kuta me Ghana card a wo fa otem se o de ko MTN officer o de ko register ne sem no na se ye de sem a na I reject it ye de sem a na I reject it na wo de bampo ama ye bisa wo bisa se se ade no ase anase ense anase se aye de mpo a wo de ko ha na ya reject no or the fire na rejection no eno na ti no ena ofa ye bonra miaye a omo register sem no ena ye ko ye no so pa na be hwe ofa enipa ewo wa omo ya block omo sem enya asem ketwa ena ye bi se omo register sem ne se so wona e ba ne ansem me ena omo ka no mo twem se ai omo kwa eye omo de esan say black man je say ya fa we endi wo mo a na trese omo onya ho pepre bia mpo na waba be kase obaba be register ne sim enti se de omo de ye omo no sa na se eko na ofa ye no omo register sim no edi nkomo ye ntese de mutikan.
What the government is saying, people are abiding by it. There is a confirmation that is ignorance of it, and then they don't matter. But people are also complaining, say, we chat one sim, or do how I get by metro. There's still trying to sim. Nobody say anything about or register on link crying, say man, and they money go inside now. Activate man. Then the American show is so be a mayor, they may register the sim because who register sim now, and I sure no problem to remember your number of people in our country because the more you register and never my and I think so say now I buy the one when you come go for any air brace or register once because in company say my register quite young but who small things say my register who say the thing is serious into obey having hope now same now block very good because black man there so one take action or who say we are serious so more action we will take come mama obi hu say
power hasbe na nyina ye hoya nipa bia ma ne tete akwa ba ye se ni de omoba because say ye twetwa nkofo simsimu nti say omoba efi anopani nyina akwadwane kwa minibi se madwane nesiwo ya fe kwa na mba bedidi say de omoba ba yo registration ye twam ni de ye because dodo na bi mo wona omonim say registration ko omonye nti ye twam no ama bi mo so wo check say omaya na asa ye dey omonye nti ye twam ni de ye because Ghana for ye bi mo so odin
Ofa eno next you and I have bopini a branch about one on to Baba register the same ye bisa say then I didn't bet you or hand or trim say or to one on Yakobo I want a phone so that one come register the same na ye chum on also say the same no one yan if so they did to make the brain it is a much by ben ya fan of I also say and or trim fire
you can say like no I saw them in message say Vodafone for threat me and message in say we value you. Your same registration is incomplete. Your number will be bad. Me take bad. I'm kasa. Say me use Vodafone cash. My me wa my capture me biometric na masum. Ebe she ntina ne me di me mirika. Me ya adwuma mpo but say me ya wad ba na me beye. Oh ki answer message an kame ma. Kamenya ho kura ma. Oh dem make say sim na ehunya ode a be register be your biometric. Enye sa ade a sim ni etwomu a ya wa so be ya she papa.
Yo enti emu amane bobi anono ene woni atempentin kwa o ntimi enya kosa na se o ntimi fa wonum phone wonum chip weni dwuma bia na ade no o pagrada o ba paprisi ko mountain so na ni okohu yemu amane bo no de asome enti ni yemu amu ya National Identification Authority yi honum office honum who drum pa di pa about dumping ho
sa atete pa disano yanya ye wo quick loan ye bende
mafa muadi
quick loan no ye ene sa ka no chip no sa wo to atwene
ko to chip foforo
yo
de anso ombe trace ombe chew so it did no the register.
Okay, I'm the card. So I'm the card and register. Oh, and you see a bussy.
Auto chip ni dukro mbe down ka.
Yo, you go about to commissar asie honomo. Wa mu kire se afimpim yenu ene aduonu. Mensiri mantemu ene ade. Wa mu pe committee a on behwe se wo mu makotro mu din no. Ampa mu ye Ghana ni. Afenso manya mfrinhia edunwotwe ana na se trading say ya ukone sa wo yanketenkete wo ye slim metwa omafo tibi ka se wo kra na wo ye alekele boy alekele girl wo ye yaro kankani wo ye small boy ana small girl ti agoba ne sa no a utimi ko from amfo ana ko fra nipa bi omudi mu e wo mpotam wo baba bedi adanse a kire se ampa manya mfrinhia edunwotwe ebi okro na wo ko na wo hyeda nte boy sa na ombusa questions ombusa nsemi na utimi nya no ya yetibi ka so okra no free bochina ofree Togo onya Ghana ni eno to chi so okofra dance ni eba na no na abato komisa se saade enu nyina yo how pa eba wono mu ka esanse etrodi ni wi a agye so omusan ema badwako etena se eye hwehwemu ene oba ri etwa wedim saa o che se saade no eye nko bensie obrehunu eni ka hunu ti said the bear side ni NCBM enti Ghana card no ebeboa ama wonu madwuma ayemre ama wonu owura Samuel Tete enegina abato komisa anemo ekasaye.
Such unqualified persons use the door of the guarantor system to try to get onto the register. To read the register of minors and foreign, Electoral Commission established the district registration review committees which sat on several days and weeks in all the districts to expunge the names of minors and foreigners from the register. This comes huge cost to the Electoral Commission. It is an unnecessary, wasteful, time-consuming exercise that arises as a result guaranteeing for persons who are not qualified, and we should not condone it. Truth be told, the guarantor system was not the best under any circumstance, but we didn't have any options. There was no means to identify all the registrants. However, we can confidently say the Ghana card has addressed this big challenge. It is necessary to mention that during the 2020 registration exercise, we saw several people across the country who were not 18 years and non-Ghanaians challenge during the registration exercise. These people checking up when invited to appear before the district registration review committees to defend their ages and citizenship. It was costly, tedious, and time-consuming exercise, which can be avoided. And the use of the Ghana card as the sole means of identification prevent foreigners and minors from getting on our register. More especially, it will prevent them from influencing our election or having a say as to who to govern the country.
Orura Samuel Teteno no wase Ghana card ne baboa na bo ye register no boy said be ahowo entro wonu di na mayato aba no atoro kroje ne hu se obrempon ana obenten na ye no se o me Ghana mampanyi ana se mrahye bedwani na no mu no na o kire se ye bebie kwan ni biewu am ya twetwedi no na ye bia wo mo mu di ni register ni mu no ene wo ni mu afe no munya emfrihye edunwotwe nko a ene betimi akotwero mu di.
It's important to note that all those who registered in 2020 are not part of this registration exercise because all their details, including their biometrics as fingerprints and facial features, are intact. The registration is for those who did not take part in the 2020 voters registration exercise and those who have turned 18 years since the last voters registration exercise in 2020. As an institution, the Electoral Commission has been mandated to reforms aimed at strengthening the integrity of its processes. We believe that the elimination of the guarantor system in our registration process should be a catalyst for the deepening of the integrity and credibility of our register and ultimately our elections. The EC wishes to leave no room for manipulation. Reforms are meant to tighten and strengthen our processes. We will continue to institute reforms at ensuring the integrity of the electoral system. Yes, we have seen several reforms that touch on the core aspects of our activities. For example, in 2012, our manual register was replaced with a biometric register.
Ora Samuel Tete eye abato komisa emedi echenumu baako
yanko yanimu ena Ajanwan sa wakwaye no wasaba na emu sansam de ja yenyina yenim wasini bopa se Ghana de oni ebedi ni nwuno so na wobe de opeti Ghana emra ene o manu tumi ni o manu ekuni ye eso no afa ne ho adi ni ade gadam se na aka na no odie na emu sansam ye daja ye kire no no na mpanifo kire se ja kakra ye kwa akọpecha na fo nchenti yenim na wondi hye no ye no kai bia na ne ye kope ye nsanka ti emfa ne nkoboko na mpanifo so mdi nko hye wiemhye mu ya wonu ko jane kwan wonum na ese so mu jane kwan so mu anya kwan de obi ntumi nkire se so ye jane kwan ne mu akwantumfi no osan ye no twa no no abade a ye nkotia ne se Ajanwan ye so asaba be hye wo manga na mu a ane antie ne bi kire se ofa atogo ne ba ya fe kura de mpanifo nsam ne nkire mu de abom kire se Ajanwan wafa Togo ene ba ye na enkrata odi wura o manga na mu no ena na ye fake ejire se wofa tempon ya ye nyire enim se obi framono ne bro o manga na mu a ene wodi wura o manga na mu no na we nu mu nsam a ye deja bebrebe ye ekoba ne ade no kwani a ye fa so eche no no wo wura bi na echirekire mu ne enam so ne ne obo aye ma Ajanwan yetumi sa akire no se wo Ghana na wura Michael Kojo Pepra wono ana Small Scale Miners Association wo ye pani Dawood mano wo mamunu nyina anu obomu se Ajanwan ni fie wura ne ma aye no wo se Ajanwan ba aye no na ne dani ano wo han aka ne no ba bia no wote ansa na ye kire no de no akoni nchiri no efie wura no na atimi aboa ama Ajanwan ya kire no nte sa pa de apu kasabre nkoda so ye ne woyo ya nko bi kura entimpo se Ajanwan da so wo manga ne mu anaso asamba na owura Michael Kojo Pepra kire nsemu na wo kire se abra wo man no ye chi Ajanwan mre di ka afimpinu ni du 2018 na ye de ne ko ne mam ye deport no no na fie wura no court ekwaji court to me se eja wo de be yi Ajanwan ne ma ni nosuka ene niema na egu ni dem wonum se abontin wo de begu sansan na eja wanya ne fie firi se dan wo be ha ye na ne brenson ni sika no nyina hye nwie ene sei sabe wabu o manga na mraso ne de ni koni kurum yɛde ne kɔ ne kurom no ɔnso ntimi ma ahyanwan nneɛma anyine da amaso nti wɔkɔ yɛ na kɔɔto ɛma ne tumi krata agya wɔde bɛyi ahyanwan nneɛma egu abɔnten na wɔde dan no ɛma nipa afro ahan na fiewura no nte China fo dan ahan no ya no ɔpepa nti foforo ɔde ma no nso yɛ China ni ɛna ɔtim ani sɛ yɛse ahyanwan ba ni mpre no suoi no wɔba no wɔno de wɔnim so wɔ ba bi ɔbɛda dada visa ɔkɔ na no rent nso enti wɔsa akɔ fie hɔ wɔkɔ no obi tim ɛna ne yɛse bɛhwɛ wɔba akokɔ ni yɛse ntrani a wabɔ no ɛnya agorɔ watata ne wɔte dan wabɛgye no foforo ne saa ɛna wabɔ fiewura ne nso ntrani a na ɛna ka ho bie ɛna ne yɛse efiewura no ɛne China ni foforo a wɔba bɛgye dan no wɔn mienu ka bɔ mu ɛna wɔn bɔ anakɔ yɛ police case na police case no so wɔn anyɛ no asantema ntɛmu a baabi ankran ɛna wɔn de kɔ yɛ kyerɛ sɛ ɛhɔ ne bunum na wɔru akɔdwo pipra kyerɛ sɛ ne ahyanwan ama yɛ kyerɛ no koraa sɛ efiewura no nso ɔyɛ obi a ne mu odu ɔmanga nam odi mu ɔmanga nam na nkante saa paa de a kienyi ani
we know how connected to it. And many people know about there are people who are doing more economy we went to the forest with them. Really? And not of time.
And some day be bremon fanchese na jijigu achire saa dani anu oshemu bonchire mu no ni se na jigu mu saa no some day bebre no wura Michael Kwadwo pepra ka yenti enchire mu no ode ama no se ahyanwan se oba ye no ye ko mu a koda so se Ghana ko bia akora nim se o sha ne
mo se ahyawo de se bi obu akora primu ahyawe primus inter Paris La Vicus Hotel woko no wagye ni mo okuna wo galnam no
se to
na me no hem nwanwa se awofedi okura bi pa na wo yusu se ora me the video here that's we me the picture yi ti we se wa ma Babylon akese ahwiase o mai bu pa na me ni se styles no okuro na se
watu ano mene
teke ufasi Daniel 5:25
wakari binu mudru
akari binu dientu oni bi mpenifo bi wo mo ntɔhwɛ size ne no ma size wo no wo fa boganya so ayo hey so no
na me adana me kase yense ntwerofo nso kwan bi so yedi o manu hwamo kakra fi se emra mpanifo ka se o ma deport na nko si trace yedi akire mu sampa
yedi ne kwa na
te no ampa ana se ya to ne to ba bi se wonfa no nko ti ba bi akra no aba
na akra yedi wakosi anti se na wo so ye ene di ene bi so wa sisa ni di ana still no yitu asha ho an
di mienu na bae di mienu Rosia Juan ewom ana Juan in
ka wono kra nko nyi mfiri mu kra
wono
no yiso rengo be son kra na eno eye footballer bi di ana ene ene metwam
mu ex footballer
sa song no me ka say eye Chinese
kwai
omudin yo enra eye amansan da watuasi won ma wode kai enfram akroje eni ewiemu a eta ho eba ne sa no ne kai akwaye brentuo ye mirikisi a ye twego ama asase ye pradadadada eni enfram pa enka ne ne ahom yesese eni hobiemu a afa de edru whoosh ye wo meka ne se na me kire se ewiemu a kire se emprepre ye wo mu enfram a ye home no enye afezu so yade awodo na mframa mu ye omanfo pa acting director wɔwɔ environmental protection agency EPA owura Emmanuel Apo wɔyɛ environmental quality director ɛwɔ hɔ papa kyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ ntehyewa asma akomayadeɛ brɛbo mu haw ɛne ahraw mu haw ɛha Ghana manfo no ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa afi bia anipa empem aduonu nwɔtwe 28,000 ɛna emframa mu yadeɛ eku wɔnom ɛwɔ mayi mu
yɛn nyinaa no ɛyɛ risk ɛma yɛn obi ɛhye wɔ ne fitiri a ɔnka sɛ adeɛ ɔhye no ɛmfa me ho ɔno ne mfutu aso ba no so ɛne mu amu nyinaa ne kuruma yi nyinaa no yɛsan sɛ frama ntumi de ne kɔ baabi a ɛna obi ahome kɔ no mu a ɛde yare bebree ba gya hyehyeɛ nyɛma wɔ yɛ fikyire yɛ bɔɔla sɛ yɛde bɛgu adeɛ mu yie ne yɛde akɔ tu agu yie no ne yɛde gya atom ne yɛhyehye wɛnu yi nyinaa de ɔhaw ɛba na hɔ de ba na de yare bebree ɛba ebi wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ koankɔ ware ɛwa bɛbɔ wasaa ebi no so nya asma nkwara mo asma nti susu aso ɛba ndeɛ ɛfɛte nkwara mmɔ ɛne ɔmɔmɔ nyini ɛne ɔmɔmɔ yare bi a ɛwɔ wɔn kakra no sɛ asma ne ɛyi no long ɛyi akoma yare ɛne yɛfɛ sɛ brɛboɔ ne yahra mo yare nyina etime ɛde ba
na papa yan fan so wa ɔkyerɛkyerɛ kwan a environmental protection agency Ghana akachi omo hwe atena ye bɔ ho ban na wakyerɛ sɛ noma ba ko mienu miensa bi omo de begu akwan so no ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ bɛbɛmu na afei ye de mmra bɛtoto ho na ɔma mfo so aboa me de ayɛ adwuma
ni akɔso so abode wuru akyira amansan die pese ye ne sɛ ɛyɛ ana nyema ni bi o akɔyɛ technical akɔyɛ sɛ nipa no ye kana kɛseɛ ɔte wɔ nti ase yie nti edibi aba yɛn ankasa yɛ kasa mu akan mu ebi obrɔfo mu edibi egu nkrata so kɔ website ebi wɔ hɔ yɛde apps ba okɔ phone so a obehunu wɔ hɔ ɛna ebi nso yɛ ne kala green a kyerɛ sɛ yɛ yellow agye sɛ obi wɔ asthma ne yare kakra no sɛ wɔ saa environment no a ebitimi aha no ɛyɛ orange a ne gye sɛ nyɛ koraa nti obi ayɛ at risk na yɛ violet koraa de ne gye sɛ yɛ wu ano no.
Ora Emmanuel Apo acting director environmental quality environmental protection agency asye we komfodu lorin kwanhia enkramantem awoshi ene anya akwan ne so na te patrol bi so wosese gios wo ye de yo de be hu ana se wode aboka ba akoto ene enam so maka mako enso we de bone yonkoto na we de abone yonkoto sama eyewitness the ordinary crotwa wi si ehu ye ene Oyerepa kase e di nkomo sei.
Oh my God, you should be fear breakman. How we know for nipa wa breakman. Ka elodio nipa no ese. Enti ye o masaka we. Ye papa ye fa nipa do about it na form na ti. Ka we na fa nipa no bai. Am say ye de ka no ye chi. Say am say o fail break and answer order. The speed order no anu ye ti. This after when no na edit but then it can go boom na push this to not say do have do pavement no ka we there help you na 10 beto ha and I say about private class we first anyway can you say for ba ready that ready no queue other ones na ni na here there 10 this aka 7 sa trot no na no ni for no mo presidos ba we mu there class na say ba we mu there o mo presidos and I say so woman they don't tell ya do one me ya passenger me one scam o di jo ke se bubu mu sare ka bi kwaso de bebo ya dwemu ba ya reze ya dia anka ti amiadum ti aba no
yo enti ho asam no mo he Facebook no nipa ni bi prepare pa obu okra won ka ne ho ena wo mo afa no mo de ne kɔ no cars no so ebi wo hono mo a we gi so mo ton condemn gi so mo ton condemn kura cars no si aye goso no enya asam ketwa
asemo asem
ba easy ba enye easy tipo truck no so nyame kura de bo ase entwia mfa car ne sisi bi so because we car na emodu pa eso em say e bro double axle kura
em say double axle ne bia
eso pa
radio new mu maye
emodu pa we both side for the ani bio eso pa eso
asemo Kwenshia Brane. Kel Chaco toothpaste ya pacho ya na wajibi di atwusen ya aposen kama ahode no bebre ne wom TFDF waji atum Samara Company Limited na dia ba adwaman so bidie ne dia ye yi nkabon ifiri wanum machine ye fita sen no epai pa na esansu nya ahoden Kel Chaco toothpaste ni bi ne fatwusen ba bia ya tonton aposen bia na toothpaste bia kwa so Kel Chaco toothpaste na wajibi akwa akotwusen 0246 864798 0246 864798 Kel Chaco toothpaste enwa ni aposin se wo bia diatum ya ye di twi ese ye bosha banka ni apapa ni ba cha chandeliers corner light wall light gate light garden light CCTV cables ni cameras no digital video recorders na face standing fan ceiling fan brand bia apani mapa ewa ha ewo bosha banchen bo modern bra beje adapter socket ni switches ni madodo no ebi wo bosha banchen kan ya hu nsam de ni ajaje man eni Oyerepa oba kuru mu mamemi enka hu nsam ebo no da fom ya papa nso na nyame yeshira so onto bosha banka ni aho ne ma mfa nko ofie masum nduru abrabọ ne asetena mu da nyame yeshira so ye wadum pizza to amia ta ko for den afei oba kitchen things world Dino Republic Bank dan wonim sha bosha ba sai bo ho na afei dambrane no angasa bosha ba plaza no Wesley Methodist ni Central Prison roundabout iso Frezo 541125339 0541125339 eso na bosha ba electricals ye nyoso ye maw ene mapa ya shane so se Ghana's most beautiful no koso na asantimantem kesiwa eni gina ya nem na ne hutwa woye kama ha na wonim amamre pa wonim na mamre ne abakosem ti wose fatase yetoma no na kesiwa owini Ghana's most beautiful no wode crown no eba asantimantem eba cho opese oto abani bi manua obe dial star 713 star 13 hash star 713 star 13 hash na watu dudu bia wo pese woto de makese wa na ya select number 14 obo star 713 star 13 hash no na wabo number 14 ana wa select 14 watu amanente sazo ni bibiri wani so a ba cho ni line na wode atodwa se wo betimi asende usika wo so no wode ato aba no 0546 642113 0546 642113 Debra Temi na ebeba eno ni di on di register ye no na beba no o sende 10 cedis kura ma no a wutimi kura afa ho frɛ no so ma tu bia ma wo no afa ho ne na bonkomo no ma ye namfo so ho enti yentuma kesiwa na onko we nimra.
Okay. High Sense 2022 factory direct promo no. Koso den t-shirt so na kwato fridge. Obekwa akoto washing machine, smartphone, sound system, wa discount pa. Enti kotobi High Sense 2022 was for what to say. Ghana baby branch bia ko na benya bia to. Ghana Blind Union say yemfa kwanya iso na nkanche wo mo ma Ekropon School of Blind no say wo mo tiesi wo ma no ho na wo mo fa ni champagne for 16th September bosum we mo ne de to so edunsia no anopa no nkro pepepe e wa Asafo Labor odo ba no ko ho no ma Madam Mariama Audu ebe hia kwada no ho na afi ordinako pacho sa enetie Ekropon School of Blind Ghana Blind Union for na the announcement we yaba so Madam Mariama Audu 16th September obehia sukuu nkwada no e wa Asafo Labor anopa no nkron enti wo yohefo anasa wo yoba atan siesie wo ba no ho eda no na mani ko hia Madam Mariama Audu e wa Asafo Labor honomo na onfa kwada no enkom Mariama Audu number nie 0247 468968 0247 468968 when so aye na watcheda enkaebo na yenko yani mo edu say eni anane a